Chapter 4. At that time, Eliminate Obstructions, Bodhisattva said to the Buddha, Bhagavan, world-honored one, now how can I get this 6 words, great enlightening dharani? Anyone who has it will be accordant with innumerable dhyanas and samadhis. Having this dharani is the same as attaining Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. It leads us to the door of liberation and reveals the state of nirvana. It eliminates greed, anger, and ignorance forever and perfects the Dharma stores. It breaks transmigrations in the 5 destinies and purifies all hells. It eliminates afflictions and saves all animals. Its perfect Dharma flavor cannot be fully proclaimed even by universal wisdom, Bhagavan. I need this 6 words, great enlightening dharani. For this dharani, I can fill the 4 great continents with treasures and donate all of them in order to write it down. Bhagavan, if there is not enough ink, paper, or pen, I can prick my body to take out my blood and use it as the ink. I can peel off my skin and use it as the paper. And I can crack my bone and use it as the pen. Bhagavan, I am not miserly and will never regret for doing so. I respect this dharani as if it is my parent. Then the Buddha told Eliminate Obstructions Bodhisattva, Virtuous man, I remember that in the past, for this 6 words great enlightening dharani, I had been to as many worlds as there are atoms in the universe, and had offered and sustained countless hundreds of thousands of millions of kotis of nayutas of Tathagatas, but I had never gained or heard this dharani in any of the worlds of those Tathagatas. Afterward, there was a Buddha named Treasure Supremacy. Thus come one, worthy of offerings, of right and universal knowledge, perfect clarity and conduct, well gone, understanding the world, unexcelled worthy, taming and subduing hero, teacher of heavenly and human beings, Buddha, world-honored one. At that time, I wept sorrowfully in front of that Buddha, and then that Tathagata, Arhat, Samyak Sambuddha told me, Virtuous man, do not weep so sorrowfully. Virtuous man, you should go there. Go to the world of Lotus Supremacy Tathagata, Arhat, Samyak Sambuddha. That Buddha knows this 6 words great enlightening dharani. Virtuous man, I then said farewell to Treasure Supremacy Tathagata, left his world, and went to the Buddha world of Lotus Supremacy Tathagata. Having arrived there, I bowed to the feet of the Buddha. With my joining palms ahead, I said, Bhagavan, please give me the 6 words great enlightening dharani, which is the king of true words or mantra, being mindful of even its name can eliminate sins and filth and make us attain Bodhi quickly. I am tired, because I had been to innumerable worlds but could not get it, and I am finally here, now. Lotus Supremacy Tathagata then told me the merits and virtues of this 6 words, great enlightening dharani. Virtuous man, I can count the number of all atoms of the universe, but virtuous man, if anyone chants this 6 words, great enlightening dharani just once, I cannot count the number of the merits and virtues that he gains. Virtuous man, for another example, I can count all the sands in the great oceans one by one. But virtuous man, if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening dharani once, I cannot count the number of the merits and virtues that he gains. Virtuous man, for another example, suppose there is a storehouse made by heavenly beings. It is 1,000 yojana in length, 1,000 yojana in width, and 100 yojana in height. It is filled with sesame seeds and has no extra space for even one needle. The guardian of this storehouse will not become old and will not die. He throws 1 sesame seed out every 100 kalpas. In such a manner, he throws out all the sesame seeds in the storehouse. I can count that number, but virtuous man, if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening dharani once, I cannot count the number of the merits and virtues that he gains. Virtuous man, for another example, there are various paddies, wheat, etc., planted all over the 4 great continents. Dragon kings make the rain fall down, and then all plants are matured. People harvest all the crops and get all grains and spread them all over the southern continent of Jambudvipa. Virtuous man, I can count all those grains one by one, but virtuous man, if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening Dharani once, I cannot count the number of the merits and virtues that he gains. Virtuous man, in the southern continent of Jambudvipa, all the great rivers that are flowing day and night are Sido River, Kiga River, Yamuna River, Vachu River, Sayadaruna River, Kandana Bhaga River, Aravati River, Sumagata River, Sima Garasunali River, etc. Those rivers, each along with their 5,000 branch rivers, are flowing into oceans day and night. Virtuous man, I can count the drops of water of all those great rivers, one by one. But virtuous man, if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening Dharani once, I cannot count the number of the merits and virtues that he gains. Virtuous man, for another example, for all 4 feet sentient beings in the 4 great continents, such as lions, elephants, horses, yaks, buffaloes, tigers, wolves, monkeys, deer, goats, sheep, jackals, rabbits, and so on. I can count all the hair of them one by one. But virtuous man, if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening Dharani once, I cannot count the number of the merits and virtues that he gains. Virtuous man, for another example, suppose there is a diamond hook mountain king, which is 99,000 yojana in height, 84,000 yojana in depth, 84,000 yojana in length, and 84,000 yojana in width. And a person who will never become old and will never die has to spend 1 kalpa to circumambulate that mountain once. For such a mountain king, I can use a kausika cloth, or a heavenly extremely thin cloth, to wipe it off. But if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening Dharani one time, I cannot fully tell how many merits and virtues he gains. Virtuous man, for another example, suppose there is a huge ocean, which is 84,000 yojana in depth, and its surface area is immeasurable. I can dip a single tip of hair in that ocean repeatedly to use up all the water. But virtuous man, if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening Dharani once, I cannot fully tell how many merits and virtues he gains. Virtuous man, for another example, I can count up all leaves of the great Shrisa forest one by one. But virtuous man, if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening Dharani once, I cannot fully tell how many merits and virtues he gains. Virtuous man, for another example, if all men, women, and children in the 4 great continents become bodhisattvas of the 7th Bhumi stage, then the sum of their merits and virtues is equal to the merits and virtues gained by chanting 6 words great enlightening Dharani once. Virtuous man, for another example, if it rains days and nights for fully 1 kalpa, I can count the drops of those rainwater one by one. But if anyone chants this 6 words great enlightening Dharani once, the number of merits and virtues that he gains are much more than the number of those drops. Virtuous man, for another example, if 1 billion Tathagatas stay together in one place, and some person offers and sustains them with various clothes, drinks, foods, seats, beds, soup, medicine, and many other goods, in such a way, those Tathagatas count the merits and virtues of this 6 words great enlightening Dharani together for 1 heavenly kalpa, but they cannot figure out the sum. I also cannot figure that out, not only when I am now in this world, but also when I am in samadhi.